This is Take the Two. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Another edition. Two blokes who reckon. I'm dumb. He's dumber. High confidence. Accuracy questionable. We'll get straight into it. It was questionable. Gonna breeze over this. Don't want to dig into it too much. Raiders. I thought they were a bit unlucky. Sharks. Horrible. 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 No defense. Bulldogs. I don't even know where to go with them. Dragons. Why did we even bother? Did they show up? I don't remember them playing. The Warriors was a bit, could have gone either way. And the Storm, same boat as the Bulldogs. What do you do? Panthers, way too good. The Knights got a couple guys back, but they are smelly. Eagles are a much better team than Parramatta. That was pretty comfortable, I think. Game one, Storm, Dolphins. Bit of a lag, bit on the time delay here. Not too many changes. There's only one big one for the Storm. Hughes is out. They're giving away 2.5, and Avarillo is out for the Dolphins, and Trey Fuller's in the centres. Hamside a fullback, maybe they might swap throughout the game. Fully, what do you reckon with this? It's Friday night. There's no Thursday game.
Yeah, wow, Jesus,
Oh well, I'll let you have this one because I don't.
this, we keep going. Melbourne can't keep losing, but you know what? After watching them the other night, they were
They
absolutely
can.
horrible.
Yeah.
Um, and the fact that Hughes is out and Tyrone Wishart is number seven
Yeah,
doesn't
absolutely.
really float my boat either. So,
No.
you know, is it at Suncorp?
Suncorp. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Friday
right.
night, Suncorp, 8 o'clock. Oh, this is the 8 o'clock game, but you need to tell me because I've got no idea. I am so lost. I thought the Storm, uh, they're just not the team they used to be.
Yeah. Do you think they're struggling now because they've the new rules and whatever have taken the wrestle out of the game, so that's eliminated their chances. That's why they're
Yeah,
so far off the pace now, eh?
yeah. You could
Excuse
be
me.
you could be on the ball. It took you 8 weeks to figure that out, but
It's
you're
taken eight
on
weeks
to
for the
it.
Storm to work it out too.
I didn't notice. Yeah, that's six in a row. So you, can we give them one more shot or
No, I'm going the Dolphins.
the
I
Dolphins?
can't back the Storm confidently with 2.5 start after last week's
Hmm.
performance, let alone the last 6 weeks.
Yeah. Schneider's in. He's still in. And Nickarima's not there. I don't think that's a major loss. In the forwards, Flagler, he's horrible. Tom Flagler, you seen him
Yeah, it
play?
wasn't that good on the weekend.
And then I saw an Origin team pop out the other week, and his name was in it. I was like, really? Surely there's some better forwards running around. Um, I'd have to, I'd have to just. I'm happy to take your tip with the Dolphins. They're a better team. They're playing better. Hmm. Okay. Dolphins.
Yeah, lock that in.
Good. Another cracker. I was looking at this today and I was, oh my God, what is Fully going to say? Bulldogs are the favourites, -2.5 for the Bulldogs. So there aren't that many ins and outs. Kickout's out, Harry Hayes is out, Tupanua comes in to the second row, and Murray T's out, and he's been replaced by Labert. That's not drastic changes. The
They've dropped
Bulldogs,
the high flying Montoya too to the
yeah,
number 19, and rightly so. He's been horrible too.
he'll
He's too
weasel his way
more
in with
concerned about performing on his
his
podcast than what
podcast.
he is on
Yeah.
his football.
Yeah, I got a group chat that aren't a big fan. They, oh, I didn't watch the second half. That's how bad they were going. I just went, I'm not sitting through this just to watch them do nothing. And yeah, the Cowboys can score, but their defense is still a bit iffy. And you're giving me 3 points for the Cowboys? It's in Sydney. Cowboys won 5-0. No, they haven't. Have they? I don't know. I think they have.
No, the Cowboys lost the other. They'd
Oh,
won
that's
four in
right.
a row, and then they lost, and then they won again. So
Yeah, that's right. Almost.
When I picked them, they end up losing. Remember? So
Yeah, Manly. Manly flogged him. I think with Drinkwater at the back there, they just find him in space and he just sorts it out.
he's just signed a contract for
St. George.
St George now, so there's no pressure on him anymore. So he'll just probably play free footy.
Or it goes
Um,
the other way around,
wow.
where he's locked up and he's like, oh, well, got the rest of the season off, what, fellas? What's going on? Maybe he'll be down in that area looking for houses.
Maybe. So I'm going to take the Cowboys French.
I'm happy with that.
Oh wow, that concerns me when you're not challenging any of my decisions.
No, I think their attack is just there, and the Bulldogs have to score points. So they haven't been doing that. We've been talking about this, and I don't think this week is the week for them. Maybe next week, but not this week. On the cows. Another great image here. 1.5 start. They actually went down just before I was talking to you to zero point 0.5. So
Oh yes,
it's only
I can see that. Yep.
I don't know how. I thought it'd be the other direction. Just looking at this game and the form, well, maybe not form wise, but better team wise, Raiders should be. I think the start should be 6, maybe 8. They've lost two of their second rows, Noah Martin and Zach Hoskins. Um, Jaden Brayley at 13, able replacement. I actually think I said put him to lock. I think I said start him, but either way, I'm happy. More hookers, the better. I love a good hooker. Raiders, are we leaning Raiders with that?
Yeah, I think.
Just remember the Titans had the week off, but they stink. So let's not forget how stink they are. And the Sharks had the bye last week, and not every team coming back off the bye wins, like you said the other week.
Yeah, they said the Titans had the bye last week, did they?
I hope so, or I'm wrong. No, I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah. I know the Raiders lost last week, but they were half decent
Mm, absolutely.
considering they didn't have some calls go their way apparently.
They didn't. Starling wanted to
Uh,
kill everyone.
I'm I'm interested to see how Brayley will go at 13. I would have put Morgan Smithies
Mm.
probably in a lock.
Yeah, they've
Um,
got a bit of a smaller team on the bench, but um, it,
Interesting to
it,
see how the New South Wales hopeful Simi Sasagi goes.
yes, absolutely ineligible. I'm starting to like not a big team.
Yeah, little
Little
they got
fellas are the
yeah
go.
speed around the right, quick play
Me-
the ball.
Medium-sized fellas. Yeah.
That's why me and you'd be no good in this day and age, French.
Well, yeah, I suppose you're right there. Fast backs, medium-sized forwards, two hookers.
I'm
I don't
keen
know.
for the Raiders.
Okay, I think that's. I didn't even look at that. I don't know. Let's find out next week when we try this again. Oh, how does
Jesus,
that always get in there?
how does she keep popping up?
Eagles 6.5. Warriors at home. The Eagles. I thought that was a bit of a only 6.5. The
It says
Warriors.
7.5 now, so things must change in the
Well, I had a bit of a dig.
45 minutes, you know.
Barnett's out. Hanson, Leia Tower, who I actually like. Leia Tower. He's, I think he's a pretty good player. Just strong, little bit of skill. Um, I'm starting to not like Sean's Nickel Coxlad, and I know he's not there. So yeah, you tell me. Metcalf is number 20, so he's back. Might change things. For the Eels, nothing from last week. Nothing special.
I think the Warriors, that's an interesting in for Metcalf because Harris Tavita and Tanner Boyd have been going quite well.
Mm,
So it'd be interesting to see where Metcalf fits in because they've got Healy as the backup hooker.
mm.
Um, as for the Eels, they were horrible. Um,
Yeah.
and I can't put my money on the Eels, even
No.
if they've got 6.5 start.
I think maybe I'll take him with 16.5, but 6.5, I don't think it's enough. Yeah. Even though they played all right well, they kept up in the first half, but you could just tell that Manly was such a better team than the Eels on that Sunday. So we agreeing on things?
I think we are.
Holy sheesh. And Tane Tuapiki, I'm starting to like him. Well, I already liked him, but I think he's just a bit dangerous and goes pretty good. And if
Oh,
you're an Eels fan, you're an idiot. Um, Roosters, Broncos, 7.5. Reece Walsh is back. Pat Carrigan's back. Ezra Mann, Reynolds. I just think, like, looking at that team, just with their players in, I think it's just such a big boost. Um, Sometimes they don't like to play, but I just think on paper they it just squares it up. You're like, oh, geez, okay, 7.5's a bit of a number.
it's down to 5.5 now, mate.
Well, mate, we'll have to think about that.
Take that into consideration.
Yeah, maybe. Um, you need to talk.
I know last week the Dragons were horrible
Yes.
and the Roosters scored, what, 90 or something close to it.
Yep.
Um, they seem to be going okay. We're getting stronger in the second half.
Mm,
It'll be interesting to see how the Broncos go against that firepower late in the game. So the
mm,
key for the Broncos is obviously to score early and get the Roosters to keep coming at them because otherwise, I think the Roosters could knock them over and knock them over quite easily.
mm. Yeah, everything's pointing towards Roosters, but the Broncos can just pull it out of their bottoms, and especially with Walsh there, it's kind of like, yeah, I know he throws an intercept try or two, but it can go the other way where they'll score 2 or 3 tries quickly, and then you just look silly if you take the Roosters.
So his first week back after a few weeks off, are you expecting him to be dynamic straight away, or you think he might take him a couple of weeks to
Mm.
sort of get into the rhythm?
Well, it depends what color nail polish he's got on.
Yeah, fair enough. I just think this could be a game, especially against the
It,
Roosters, where he overplays his hand or tries too hard and makes
mm,
quite a few errors,
yeah,
which could be costly. So
he
I
could
hope
be
that
on.
helps.
You
I
could
tell
be
you,
onto
Xavier
something there.
Xavier Willison's been unreal for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yep.
I did
Yeah.
like him at lock, but when you got Pat Carrigan back in,
Well, put him
that's an
in.
automatic.
Why don't they put him in front row and even Kukowski can go on the edge? I don't think you're getting much out of Jaden Hunt, Varu Samu. I actually think I'm not sure about Varu Samu, but is their team a bit small? Like they
You're
usually
just
have.
saying you like the small teams.
Yeah, but when you have, I'd rather Payne Hassan and Jensen and Carrigan there, and I don't know, Xavier Wilson to front row. Let him in the middle. Find a back rower. I don't, not sure. Hey, if he's going good at lock, don't put him in second row. He's big enough to be in the middle with the big boys. I could give some hope to Walsh. And if he's not there, then the start's 10, 12 and a half.
So you're keen to take the Broncos with 7.5. What about how the
Mm,
line's 5.5? Does
mm.
that change it or your
Yeah, it
opinion or
does.
not? It
Yeah, it
does.
does. But yeah, I'll probably have to sit down and flip a coin. You tell me, because I'm on the fence with this one.
Well, I like the Roosters.
Okay. If it's five
Um,
and a half, we'll take the Roosters. If it's seven and a
yeah, I
half,
think
we'll take
it's
the
only one
Storm.
converted try
Yeah.
if you work out like that, right? So
Okay. Okay, let's do the Roosters. Another cracker. This actually is not too bad a game. There's 5 inclusions for the Knights.
it's
Two
just
and a
gone
half
down to four
starts.
and a half. Sorry, mate.
The Broncos.
Hey, are you putting money on as we speak?
No, I don't. I'm waiting for my No, I don't. No, I've got nothing funny to say. On to this game. 5 inclusions: Bradman Best, Dylan Lucas, Mars Hugh, Ponga, Frizzell. They're pretty five big ins. They really could have used them last week because they were horrible. They didn't show up. They may as well stay at home. And for some reason, Newcastle always play horrible at home. They're better away. They should just have all away games. But their team is a lot stronger with those five guys back. And Rabbitohs, they're going all right. Dufty's still at fullback. I didn't think Drygo was out for that long, but starting to be their team. That's the Rabbits team. Latrell's going to be a centre. Jack White in centre. They look all right.
It's definitely a settled lineup.
Mm,
The only one that have to probably add in there would be David Fafita
yep.
when he comes back, and you could probably even slot him on the bench.
Yeah.
That wouldn't really disrupt that lineup. As
No.
for the Knights, you've just
Yeah.
said Ponga's back. Fletcher Sharp goes to 6. It's interesting how they put that Fletcher Hunt on the bench.
Oh, he had a shocker.
He did have a shocker, but
Well,
the last 2 weeks he's been like before that unreal. So
yeah. Well, he had Schiller outside him, so maybe Schiller gave him
I was going to say
some
he got rissoled, didn't he? Because every time he
juice.
touched the ball or messed up, I was thinking of you because I know
Yeah.
he's one of your faves.
Well, I suppose he's had 8 weeks off because he hasn't been playing any footy. But he's number 22. Um, yeah. Sandon Smith's on the bench. So sometimes he did one really bad pass as a forward. He should have gone out the back and just kind of held it up and didn't know what to do. And then went, oh, I'll give it to the closest guy to me and it's forward. Just kills all momentum. That was early in the game. Where are you leaning? Ponga's back. That's a pretty big inclusion. Gives him a lot of confidence.
I say the same about Ponga as what I did with Reece Walsh. He's been out for a
Hmm.
little bit, so it might take him a little bit to get into the rhythm. I have to take South with it's
Mm.
1.5 start on my screen, so it's
Mm.
only that's only a Latrell Mitchell field goal from 40 out.
That's it. And if they're playing with confidence, then why not take them, eh? Who did they beat? Storm. They
South.
thumped the Storm.
Yeah, wow.
Um, I think you have to have rocks in your head if you're going to take Newcastle.
$1.81 -5.5. Thank you very much, South Sydney.
It's gone to five.
-1.5.
Oh, 1.5. Oh, I think you said five. Anyway, next
Probably
game.
did.
Rabbitohs. Check. This going to be. Mm, I'll let you take it this one.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, there's a few injuries in this one for the Tigers. We've got Dream Bullet out. He's out for about a month. So they've shuffled Taruva back to the fullback. So Skelton comes on onto the wing, which is a hit and miss. Um, and then we've got Kai Pierce Paul, who's out with the 11-day stand down, and this is actually the 10th day. Imagine missing out by one day. So he'll be a big miss. Interesting how he's put Tony Sukkar in the back row. I don't mind that because it leaves an unsettled bench. So their bench has been working really well for him. And Tony Sukkar has the tendency to play, when he comes in, to play one really good game and everyone gets their hopes up about him and then they pick him for another 3 weeks and he's horrible. So this might work in their favour. As for the Sharks, I'm
There's no
just not,
changes from last
no,
week. No, just if you just look your eyes down to the bottom, there's the ins and outs.
yeah, and just I thought they named someone else at the centre, but no, they got Talakai in there. So interesting
Nah.
that Jesse, what do you call him, Calhoun?
Yep.
He's been going good at lock, and I know Cameron McInnes is a good player, but
They're
I
getting
don't know.
thrown in there.
I would have left him in there.
Ah, well, can always change. Before kickoff. Talakai was really good at center, attacking wise. The defense on, I think it was Eros and Stone Street's side. Yeah, they're on the same side, the left edge. Didn't want a piece of it. Did, it was just what they'd let in 42 points, and the Cowboys would just march upfield, and there'll be an attacking play, and they go walkover. Murray
Yeah,
T scored
it was
43.
ugly at times, wasn't it?
It was embarrassing. Like, this is a top four team, Sharks. Like, really? The forwards are there. I know we don't like Toby Rudolph too much, but even Brayley picked it up out of dummy half, dropped it. It's just like I can do that. I think he did it twice. I think one might have been back. Oh, if you want a person to come in and you know plot around and drop the ball, put me in. Where do you lean with this game?
Well, the Sharks have been hot and cold, right? So one on, one off, one on, one off. Um,
Did you?
that's what I'm thinking, and it's 5.5 now on line, so it's only a converted try. I think at Shark Park in front of 3,000 people,
Mm,
2,900 Tiger supporters. So
cold and windy. Yeah,
I don't think the Tigers will cover that. So
yeah. I think without Appy and Buller as well, even Kai Pierce Paul's not been going too bad. It's just they're just two big outs.
yeah, I'd forgot about Appy too. Yeah, so Trish and Hope at hooker is he's just too slow passing the ball. Um, he's not quite to the level, but the problem is they don't have another dummy half, so
Yeah.
it'll be it'll be interesting to see how he goes there. So, but I'm happy to take the Sharks.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps you.
Not really. Let's go Sharks. I think that's a sensible call. This game's a little bit hard for me. There's a triple header on Sunday. Panthers, Eagles, 12.5. Probably changed. You let me know. Not many changes for the Panthers and just for the Eagles. Not many changes. Corey Riddell's hurt for a little bit. So Penrith were really good in their first half. Kind of drifted off in the second half, but still really good. Manly, they had a job versus Parramatta. They did the job. There were some errors. Unfortunately, Saab is playing again. I've never seen a guy so big and tall
Shit.
and he's just so weak. He's just a weak carrier of
I,
the
I
ball.
like how he runs the ball and hits the defensive line and drops straight away, and
Drop, drop.
still gets they pick him up and drag him back. He'd be
Yeah.
6'6", wouldn't he?
He's tall. He's at least 6'5".
So he got his first try last week. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I know. I was off nothing too. I could have finished off, I think. Um, yeah, how are we going with Wakeman? Do we still think Wakeman's?
I
I
was
think.
watching him. I thought, geez, he's struggling to keep up with the play. Like a dummy half.
Hmm,
I don't know if it's his fitness or whatever, but I think with him at dummy half, they obviously lose creativity.
hmm.
Um, so that sort of numbs their attack a little bit. But they've got some guys out the back who can do some things. But Fogarty's playing good. Kohler's
Yeah,
playing good. Brooks has been
show,
sound the last
showing up.
couple of weeks.
Garrick.
Garrick's doing a couple of good things. Hopewadi's not bad. Saab, as we just said, and this Falalo, he's hot and cold
Yeah,
too. He does a couple of good things, and he'll do one sort of mistake.
I think he's
Uh,
all right.
Ol- Olakau'atu's been a bully,
Yeah.
and your mate Jakey scored a try last week. But having said
Oh,
that, they're playing against a really good team, and
that's it.
I think Manly's runs over.
Mm.
I think
Th-
Penrith will win,
This is
and I
their
think Penrith,
test.
I think Penrith will win well. So I'm going to take Penrith.
Oh, well, we got to put the bet on today, but yeah. I could have been talked into Manly with the 12.5. They'll need some luck. They'll need some luck. Olakwatu's been really good and strong. Jake's headgear falls off a little bit too much for my liking.
Yep.
So I'm concerned about that getting in the way. If we want to go Penrith, I can dig it. They're just, I think they're easily the best team in the comp.
I'm just trying to think.
Who's second?
No, no, no. So Olakau'atu will be up against, is it Blaze and Casey?
Could be on the
No.
right left side. Nah.
Yes,
Um,
it is. Yes, it is. So that's going to be interesting because, as we said, Olakau'atu's been damaging, and
mm.
McLean and
But
what's his name? Talangi have deficiencies in their defence. So,
Well, he only
having
had
said
to.
that,
Yeah, he
I
only had
think
to run at Ronaldo Volkman the other day, so he ran straight over him.
yeah,
I
true.
yeah, they just can't match it though, right? Even Freddie Lossick has a dig.
He played well last week.
Mm. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. They played the Newcastle Knights.
True.
Having said that, I'm happy to take 12.5.
Do you want the Panthers or not?
Yeah, minus 12.5.
Yep.
Panthers. Lock it in.
Wow.
Okay.
Have you been working out the things as we go or not?
Nope. Got to put
Lucky,
my
lucky
pants
I
on.
have.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get one up and I'll put it on the screen. So thanks for
It's
watching.
currently 154.
Well,
That one for the 8 legs.
let's see how we go. All
We
right.
couldn't do any worse than last week.
Well, let's not mention that.
Moving forward, eh?
Moving forward, take your two.